And we are back live. Breaking news, breaking news. Our prayers was heard. Karol Sanchez from the Amber Alert from yesterday has been safe, found safe. So far as of right now, nobody knows exactly how she got to make it to the police station. But from what I was reading, it sounds like the New York police station was doing a very good job breaking this whole thing down. So I guess with the surveillance that they had and whatever other information they had. But the good news is that Karol Sanchez is back home with her mother. The cover art picture that you see up there, that's her mother, and I'm not sure if that's her brother or uncle, but she is definitely safe and she is definitely back home. I'm gonna read to y'all what the reports are saying. Like I said, so far they haven't said exactly how they got her back, but she is back. A 16-year-old girl was found safe after terrifying security camera footage showed the moment she was snatched and thrown into a van as she walked down a New York street with her mother. Police said the girl Karol Sanchez was found Tuesday afternoon, roughly 16 hours after the security camera captured, but appeared to be a kidnapping. So she's safe. They found her, but they're not saying exactly what. I guess they're gonna let it all out. But I got some new information that I didn't know about what happened yesterday. I'm gonna read to y'all that right now. Where we at? Go off where I left off from the last video. Now there was a neighbor that heard the screaming from inside her house when the whole situation was going down, the whole incident from outside. A neighbor actually heard everything. She said she went outside, but the kidnapping had already happened. But Carol's mother was outside still crying. Like I said earlier, it must have been raining, it was wet, it was nasty, and that's how it was. It was raining and it was wet. And her mother was outside laying on the floor crying. I'm gonna read to y'all exactly what the neighbor said. Her name is Brianna Faulkner. At the time, hold on, what was I at? Right here, is it? Okay. At the time, Sanchez was taken on Monday night. Neighbor Brianna Faulkner, 29 years old, was in bed in her Eagle Avenue apartment watching TV when she heard all the screams. I heard someone crying in agony, in pain. Faulkner, a fingerprint machine operator, said. It was wailing, wailing like loud. At first, Faulkner thought perhaps a neighbor had a horror movie turned up loud, but after the screams continued for a few minutes, she decided to go outside for a look, telling herself if it was nothing, she'd just buy a ginger ale from the bodega. I couldn't just lay in my bed with all that noise, she said. Just outside her building, she found Sanchez's mother laying on the ground in the rain, her knees covered in dirt and her umbrella strewn 15, 20 feet away. Literally, I just walked into a crime scene, Faulkner said. It looked like someone had pushed her down and she stayed there and couldn't get up. Damn. She was hysterical. She didn't know what to do. She didn't want to leave that spot. I mean, I could imagine, I could imagine. Faulkner speaks only basic Spanish, but the mother managed to communicate that men in the car had taken her daughter. Faulkner immediately dialed 911 and reported the kidnapping. Faulkner called a neighbor who spoke Spanish who came to help translate. Faulkner says she cried. No, my bad. Faulkner says she tried to quiz the mother for as many details as she possibly could. I watched a little bit of Criminal Minds in the hope that it might help. They waited for the police to arrive. Now check how long the police took to come. She recalled asking, did the woman see the license plate? What color was it? What did the car look like? How many men were they? Did the men say anything to them? Did they call her daughter's name? Where were they coming from? The mother convened that the pair had been walking from the girl's grandmother's house on that same block and that they lived just a few blocks away. There were 3 or 4 men, and they didn't speak or say anything during the whole incident. The four-door light brown car didn't have a license plate, Faulkner said. The mother told her. Wow. So basically, we're hearing that they must have had this all set up, no plate, but they still got though. They still got caught. Faulkner said the mother described the men as grabbing and pushing and snatching. The woman's hands were shaking so much she couldn't answer her phone when it rang. God. So Faulkner helped her answer calls. The grandmother called, and then moments later came out to the street, embracing her terrified daughter. That was really emotional, Faulkner said. That's what let me know it was real. And there's a picture of Faulkner right here. In order to share information with the public as soon as possible, the mother let Faulkner look through her phone for a photo of her daughter. I could see they were happy, Faulkner said. They looked alike and embraced each other in the pictures. Very family orientated. Faulkner said police arrived at least half an hour after she made the initial call. Damn, half an hour, bro? She said they didn't seem to take the situation seriously. She was frustrated by the response time. At the nearest precinct is just 5 blocks away. So the jail is 5 blocks away. She called and told him, "Hey, some ladies out here on the floor, and she's saying her daughter just got kidnapped. They took half an hour to get there." Yeah, but I bet you if it was somebody white that got kidnapped, they would have been there 100 cars deep with all type of ARs. I'm just saying, cause that's what it is. It is what it is, right? We could have walked to the police station, filed a report, came back to the same spot, and still would have been there before the cops, Faulkner said. Police are asking the public for any help in identifying the 4 men. And there you have it, y'all. There you have it. But the good news is that she is safe. She is back home. She's back with her mother. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, put two and two together. I'm pretty sure all 4 of these guys I got. If not 4, at least the main one. So if I had to give my opinion, what probably happened was I'm thinking Carol probably escaped. She probably escaped. She probably somehow escaped. Maybe they maybe they had her tied or something and she chewed through the ropes or something, like she's not no baby, you feel me? Carol is 16 years old. She gotta be smart. So I'm thinking she escaped. She somehow made it to the nearest police station and they brought her back home. So maybe the guys are still out there, maybe. I don't know, but when I hear about anything, I will update y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that she is back home and she's safe. And, that's very good news. Our prayers have been heard. And there y'all have it. I'll be back with anything that I hear or find out. Y'all already know how we give it up. EMZ.